Welcome, Scorpio, for my weekly Oracle reading. So, as I told you in last week's reading, I'm not only a tarot and Oracle reader. I'm also try to tell you a story about what happened in my life, how the spirit and divine's message through the tarot reader can help in my life. So I wrote the book, Journey Must Be Taken playlist. This tell a lot of storyline with the how tarot reader help influence in my life. So the story I want to tell you is recently happened just last week, right? Uh, I want to tell the next half of the story. If you want to hear the first half, and then go back to my last week's reading. So, what happened was there was my teammate tried to uh, demand me to do a one of task. There's stand up there. What his communication, which potentially damage my career reputation and personal integrity. And I replied back, which based on the some message and guidance from those tarot readings. So that was last week's story. Now, by end of that standoff, so authority step in and basically say that there is a standoff, let's resolve it. So there was a meeting scheduled next day, and try to resolve this dispute. So from my point of view, this is out of scope of the project and could potentially negatively impact on the product delivery. But from the authority point of view, they just don't want to hear the noise, right? So if the dispute is resolved, everybody is happy, so we can moving forward. Which when I approached that meeting, I was still, in the shock of this message and what potentially impact could it be for my career. So right before the meeting happened, I was happened to listen to few tarot reading, right? Uh, there are tarot reading basically list out like February 22nd. Simple tarot published a video titled as Taurus, don't let anyone dim your confidence, not back it down. So that was one point I really have this kind of like the motivation. I'm not gonna back down. I will stand on my ground, right? At the same day, Tarot channel Water and Fire Tarot published a video titled as Taurus. What goes around comes around. It goes your way this time, March 20, 2023. So those kind of reading are very positive to me. I think that there will be potential outcome will be positive on my side, right? But right before the meeting, I really hear the reading from the Born Without Boundary Tarot. The title was Taurus Tarot, releasing this toxic energy. So this channel, this reading basically said, hey, you are confronting this emotional loss, and you are suffering silence. That's exactly what reflects my energy, right? And it always mentioned, you know, you kind of try to resist it, but uh, that's not the solution. Solution is open yourself up to this change, right? And um, so for all those kind of guidance or their opinion, so I really utilize my intuition, my inner voice, and my understanding for my own situation. Only in that case, you would make those tarot reading as your personal reading, right? So what I did is basically step in that meeting with the mind, say, I'm going to try to work with it, resolve it, and move it on, but not without any like give up any ground. So I got a sign off from the authority to proceed with what this teammate want. Uh, at the same time, they know my position, and we got that resolved. And I do say there is a positive things come into the situation, and what my concern is got addressed. So that had been said, my energy really read it out across the tarot channel on the February 24th. Good Witch Intuitive Tarot published video titled Taurus, March 20, 2023, Choose Abundance and Big Celebration. That reading is basically categorized, like summarize what I went through. Um, so what I try to talk about my story is here. All the tarot reading happen, it actually pick up my energy. I can use as my personal reading. And one day ahead of time, pretty much like at this point, I can say, um, now the question is, how do you utilize those reading? Those reading is basically, from my point of view, is deliver the message from the spirit and the divine and the angel. Uh, you say how each part, each reading deliver one piece of information. I will need to get those information, assemble it, analyze it, and then make the decision. So that is beauty of a final product, right? So I wrote this book, A Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Is pretty much the going through this process, analyze reading, and make the final decision. It's an assembly process. So it will give you a eye-opening experience, even though it's a romance novel. Definitely read it. It's available at Amazon, Barnes Noble, and Apple Bookstore. So I'm gonna pull 4 additional cards for the to say what that the guidance from the Oracle deck. So I'm gonna first put in the card from the Angel Crystal Oracle. Thanks, Spirit and Divine, angels and discernment master to deliver the clear message for Scorpio in upcoming week. So the first card is hope. So Archangel female is granting you the faith and the strength you need during this time. So during this week, you may have the great initiative, right? And you found out that there is some issues happen with your in relationship with your team. It's pretty bad, um, and you may lose the hope. But this energy will come into this week is you do have the hope. The archangel is here to grant you the faith and strength you need during this time. Especially, this transformation happened to make the dead rise from the, make this judgment, right? Dead rising from the ground, right? So you do have the help. Just work with this energy. You know there is hope over there, right? Work with this energy. Do not lose help. You know by end of this week, there's something coming in, right? Just relax. All right. I'm gonna pull the energy from energy and the spirit. Thanks, spirit and divine angels and descendant master to deliver clear message for Scorpio. So the message for this week is the mindfulness, peaceful present, quiet mind. So this is exactly what what you charge, and this is calling you. Uh, Before you charge, you have a 3 day at least that you buffer. After you charge, you have 3 days to stop to reflect. Right. This is because you have that issues within your team, within your initiative, within your there may be something obstacle you didn't consider, right? So in this period of time, you may feel like it's so chaos, right? You may feel like it's so much change, especially like this kind of the what you transformation you manifest in the blink of an eye, right? So this angel, this card basically said this energy will come in to really give you the peace of mind, right? The peace will be there as this energy kicked in during this week. You will feel this peaceful mind, even though there's so many things happened here, but you will manifest that, right? All right, let's pull one card from the Oracle deck. Thanks, Spirit and Divine, angels and Descendant Master to deliver the clear message for Scorpio in this upcoming week. Oh, this card want to come out. So you have the Frog Spirit. So Frog Spirit is clear out the clutter, right? As I said, you may feel, to chaos, the transformation, the changes so much, so quick, right? So this card basically said this energy will kick in, come in to say, hey, clear your clutter, think through it, plan it better, writing those tasks in the Excel spreadsheet, right? To lay down the stages of implementation or the talk with your partner, have that business meeting. Remember this card, give yourself a little bit more time. Have 3 days planning before it kick it off. And in 3 days, you review it, right? So this will give you a peace of mind. This will definitely kick in during the week. During the week, one of a sudden you found out that you are doing the clutter, right? Like clear out the clutter. Maybe you are doing, just clear off the desk, right? Clear up your room, or maybe you are doing is clean up your plan, right? And make sure what you are looking at is simple, straight, understandable, or get everyone buy in. Remember, once you kick it off, this transformation is change in the blink of an eye. All right, Scorpio. I pull last card from the Gateway of Light activation. I hope to channel some energy to you. And it is not I am powerful. Maybe I am powerful. I wrote the book Jenny Must Be Taken playlist, which is it's in the good shape. It's selling in the Amazon and Barnes Noble and Apple Store. It's starting to kick it off. And that book is mostly using the tarot reading a storyline to lay out the divine power, how to influence people's life. You can really say this is only part of a week, right? But my book is writing pretty much this person's experience for the lifetime, not lifetime, the couple years. Uh, so this is basically showed you a car. Maybe you already think about this, and this car, what this car represent, will hit you like the light bulb bursted out. All right. Thanks, angel, spirit, divine, and descendant master to deliver the light activation oracle card to Scorpio in upcoming week. So your light activation is the sacred inner space. So the energy coming is said sacral chakra, tenderness, sensitivity. So when this week unfolding, you'll feel like there a lot of chaos. You feel a lot of, deceptive or the unseen, or probably like sadness, right? And when judgment call, dead people come raised from the coffin. It is really it changes too quick. Uh, so this energy coming is you really um, um, all of a sudden you have that chakra open to show your sympathy, tenderness, and sensitivity, right? Uh, the things I would think is I still on the thought about it. You may be involved with the like some kind of corporate I wouldn't say layoff, some kind of that kind of event, right? Um, and you know, uh, by implementing all those things, you feel like it's just part of work. But what you are pushing at here, it is really impact people's life. It's not a number, it is people's life. So this energy coming during this week, just work with this week. Your sacral chakra all of a sudden will be open to say, okay, yeah, so this is, even though this is like the number, but you know uh, what I could do to make it this more better, more acceptable, more considerate, even though this judgment is called, right? All right, Scorpio. Um, I definitely hope you like my reading and subscribe it. And I wish you have a blessing week, and I will talk to you again.